What's up, everyone? Coach David here, Mr. Defines Training. So here at the track, I'm going to be showing you all just a quick routine that you can do for lower body. All right, we're going to be hitting stretches, hitting all the major muscle groups of your lower body. With each of these stretches, I recommend at least 30 seconds each side. If you do anything less than that, I don't see the benefit of it. If you want to hold it up to a minute, you can. These are just some of my favorite lower body stretches you can do. If you want to add in different ones, you can. If some cause pain, you want to avoid them, by all means. You know, I'm not a physical therapist, not a doctor, can't recommend any. I mean, I can't diagnose anything, but you know, this is just what I like to do. So we'll start from the floor, make our way up. First stretch, we're gonna go into a calf stretch. Let's go. One leg forward, back leg, knee straight, with your heel stays planted on the ground. Front leg, knee bent, lean into it. All right, key emphasis, you gotta try to make sure that back heel stays on the ground. You should be feeling it in that back calf. Once you hold for one leg, go ahead, switch onto the other leg. Just move up. Now we got quads. Quads, if you need something at your side for balance, grab onto a light post, a chair, a table, something at your side just to help you not fall over. Just grab the ankle, pull back. Try to make sure your knees stay together. A lot of people, when they pull, their knees separate. Just try to stay close together. Hold, okay? Once you get one leg, make sure you grab the other. If your quads are that tight and you can't bring your leg all the way up, notice how I'm wearing sweats. If you're wearing sweats, maybe even your socks and shoes, just grab onto that, pull up as well. Now, let's address the back of the leg. Hammies, hamstrings, gotta make sure they're loose. You can't have them tight. Feet together, knee straight, bend at your hip, try to reach down, touch your toes. Once you hold that for however much time you're gonna be holding, let's go one leg out in front of the other, and then back down. Once you get that side, now we get the other side. Boom, hold. After that, let's go. Legs wider than shoulder width apart. Knee straight, just bend at your hip. Try to reach down, right toes, hold, left toes, hold, down the middle, and hold. Doesn't matter which side you start with, regardless, you're gonna be doing all three of those, left, right, and middle. Since you're already in this position, from right here, now we're gonna address our inner thighs, the adductors. All right, from right here, squat down, a lateral lunge, I should say, not a squat, down to one side. Your heel should come off the ground. The toe of the leg that's extended should be pointing upwards. Use your elbow to push that knee outwards. You should feel the stretch along the inner thighs. Once you hold one side, go ahead, switch the other. Remember, heel comes off the ground. The toe of the leg that's extended gets pointed up. Really feel the stretch in those inner thighs. After that, we're gonna continue on with the adductors. We're gonna go on our knees. One leg gets extended outwards. And really what you're trying to do is as if you're doing the splits. Try to open up those hips as much as you can. As far out as you can. Hold. All right, you should feel a stretch in these adductors. All right, once you hold one side, go ahead, switch over, extend the other leg. Really try to separate. Get your knee as far out that way, your leg as far out that way. And hold. From right there, now we're gonna move on to the glutes. So for this one, we're gonna do the world's greatest stretch. First, you gotta get yourself down in a push-up position. Make sure those shoulders are lined up right over the wrists. Make sure your whole body is one straight line. From right here, one leg reaches out as far in, or as far up, I should say, as you can. Hold. If you want, get an extra lean forward. You should feel the stretch along your glute. Once you get that side, switch over to the other. Same thing, start from the push-up position. Bring that leg right next to your hand, or at least as far out as you can. If you want an extra stretch, lean into it a little bit more. Next, let's lie down on our back. This will be really handy if you have a yoga mat lying around. On our back, grab your knee, try to pull it up to your chest, and hold. Once you get one side, go ahead and grab the other knee, try to pull it, make your knee touch your chest, or at least as close as you can. From right there, we got our glutes. Now let's move on to our side of our hips right here. All right, glute medius. We're gonna go into some Hollywoods. At least that's what I think this stretch is called. I've been hearing some different names. Legs out in front of you to start off. Just have one leg cross over the other. I cross my right leg over. So that means I'm going to be turning my torso to the right. Use my left elbow to push my right knee out. Really try to drag that knee over. Feel the stretch on my right hip. Vice versa, other way. Let's cross the left leg over. Turn your torso to the left. Use your right elbow to push that left knee away from you and feel the stretch in your left hip. Next stretch. You're gonna have one leg forward, one leg back. Both legs the knee should be bent at 90-degree angles. Your front shin and your back thigh should be parallel with each other. From right here, shoulder blades pinch back. Bend at your hip to try to get your chest to touch your shoe. Lean into it, all right? What you shouldn't be doing, if you're seeing me from the side like this, you shouldn't be hunching your back like this to try to reach to touch your shoe to your chest. Instead, keep the torso straight, bend at your hip. It's almost as if you're bowing down to someone, and come down. Once you get one side, switch legs. Again, make sure the shin and the thigh are parallel. You can even use your hand behind you to push your torso down, try to make it touch that shoe, and hold. Okay, from right here, just some extra stretches you want to try out. Let's go down, or let's go into our regular stance that you use for squats. Some people are going to go a little wider, some people a little closer. Grab your ankles, and from right here, sit down into that squat position. Now this one, I feel it personally in the hamstrings, glutes, and inner thighs, or adductors. And then what I like to do is I like to shift over my weight one side and the other. And then from right here, come back up. Feel the stretch in my hamstrings as far as try to lock out those knees if you can. And then back down, sink. Even if you want to let go of the ankles, use your elbows, push those knees out a little bit more. Just sit in that squat position. All right, we just holding. Next stretch, we're gonna be hitting our psoas muscle. Psoas, all it is, hip flexor. Connects from the back of the spine, hooks over to the front right here of our hips. We're gonna go one knee up, shoulder blades pinch back. From a side view, you're gonna notice that my hips are coming forward. When I say lean forward, I don't mean just your torso leaning like this. No. Get those hips into it. Really feel the stretch in the leg that's lowered. So since my right knee's on the ground, I'm going to be feeling the stretch in front of my right hip. Once you hold one side, switch over to the other. My left leg is down, so now I'm going to push those hips forward and lean into it. If you want a little bit of an extra stretch, left leg is down, left arm comes up and then over as you hold that stretch. Vice versa, right knee is down, lean into it, right arm reaches up and over as you lean and hold. There you have it, everyone. Those are just some of my favorite lower body stretches you can do. I roughly hold each of my stretches for at least 30 seconds on each side if you're doing one side at a time. Anything less than that, I don't see a purpose in it. If you want to add in a couple stretches or you want to try out some of these, take some out, by all means do so. This is just what I prefer. You don't have to do anything I say, man. This is just what I like. With that being said, thank you all for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you all next time.